We're seeing New York struggle a lot right now on multiple fronts, from crime to COVID, but I want to start with COVID. Just listening to Lauren's report, we're hearing, very sadly, a lot about Broadway shutdowns, the Rockettes now, but also there's been this soaring hospitalization rate and a monstrous hit to the economy with restaurants, choosing to close their doors. Your thoughts on what leadership could be doing now in New York to make things better as we head into the holidays, as people are gathering?
Look, they've tried everything from restrictions to mandates, and they continue to push more vaccine mandates and mask mandates. I think it's time for the administration to now turn to therapeutics and treatment. I think it's clear that COVID is here to stay. And vaccination, which I am vaccinated, and certainly reduces the level, the severity of the symptoms, I think that we need to now put that same focus and attention on therapeutics, like the monoclonal antibodies, like ensuring that the FDA rapidly approves the treatments that are pending. I think that that's where we need to go at this moment, and that's what I brought up at a COVID subcommittee meeting earlier. I'm very concerned about the president and the mayor's mandates on vaccine on businesses. I think that you see here in New York City, we have a very slow recovery in terms of the economy compared to the rest of the nation, and I'm concerned it's only going to further that. As a matter of fact, we had a roundtable with industry leaders in Washington 2 weeks ago, and they said it's only going to further impact our ports, the supply chain. And here in New York, where Governor Hochul fired healthcare workers, that may come back to bite her now that you're seeing a climb in these rates. And so we need to have healthcare workers. And some hospitals across the state are having a shortage.
Well, you brought up kind of what I wanted to talk about as well. The Biden administration's vaccine mandate for large companies reinstated on Friday via a federal appeals court decision, ending the stay by a separate court. And now it looks like things may be headed to the Supreme Court. Now, there are those that argue that the mandate is unconstitutional. Where do you stand on the mandate, and what do you want to see happen going forward?
Well, I agree that I believe it is unconstitutional. I believe that government should be encouraging the vaccination, but not mandating it and threatening to take away people's livelihoods. Think about how extreme that is, to fire someone, take away their job, and particularly at a time right now where businesses all across the country are finding it difficult to find employees and retain them. We know what's happening at our ports, the supply chain. We need people to manufacture in this country. Work and produce is critically important for our survival. And if we continue to just not allow people who are able-bodied to come to work, that's going to be a major issue. So I think, again, encouraging but not mandating is the key here. And let's focus on those therapeutics and get the FDA approval for those two medications.
Potentially we'll be waiting on the Supreme Court to hear more about this.